Hey guys, welcome to the show today. We got four topics we're going to be talking about, but as usual, we'll be as brief as we can. The first thing we're going to talk about is Disney and the real reason why they're not bringing their billion-dollar headquarters from California to Florida. Then we're going to talk about the Epstein Bill Gates controversy and some of the things Bill Gates said in an interview a while back after Epstein was suicided. We'll talk about Target and how now they've brought in a satanic cult to teach your kids about LBGTQ plus 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 plus. And the fourth thing, and finally, we're going to talk about the new survival manuals that we're putting out. We got 5 of them slated right off the bat, with 2 of them in the can ready to go. And we're going to talk about all this in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So let's start off with Disney. So the real reason Disney is not moving their billion-dollar corporate headquarters from Sacramento, I believe, to Florida is because in 2022 they lost $120 billion with their woke agenda. Now, Disney wants to blame it on politics and Ron DeSantis being mean to them because of their woke agenda, because their don't say gay law. But the fact of the matter is, they simply can't afford it. They can't afford to move their build a billion-dollar facility in Central Florida because of the money they lost because of their woke agenda. And of course, when people like this get stuck, they get caught in a bind like this, the first thing they do is blame it on politics and how someone's keeping them down or doing whatever. And quite honestly, look, Disney, send your corporate headquarters to Chicago. Send it to New York City. Floridians don't want your corporate headquarters down there. We don't want your employees from Sacramento or California coming here. We simply don't want it. Why? Because they're going to bring their woke politics with them, and we've had enough of that. So anyway, that's the real reason why Disney isn't bringing their corporate headquarters down to Florida. Topic number 2. Let's talk about the Epstein Bill Gates scandal that's going on. So apparently, I think Washington Times came out with an article on how Epstein was blackmailing Bill Gates for an illicit affair he had. I'm not going to say with an underage person because I don't have those details, but there were certainly reasons for Bill Gates to want to see Jeffrey Epstein disappear. And it was interesting, and I'll try to find the article where Bill Gates basically said it's not a problem because he's dead anyway. So that problem went away. Interesting stuff. So we'll see how that. Now what's going to come of that? Nothing, because we're living in a 2-tier judicial system. So nothing will ever come of it. Just like we are still waiting to see the manifesto from the Nashville shooter. When is that coming out? There's litigation in front of a judge right now. When's it going to happen? We'll wait, and we'll keep bringing it up until we get some type of resolution to it. I suspect that resolution will come after the primaries or maybe even after the presidential election. So we still got some time to wait on that. What was topic number 3? Topic number 3, hopefully I'll get some pictures up here. Target has joined up with an extremist satanic cult to bring LGBT products onto their line of merchandising. Now, why is that important? Who cares? LGBT, nobody really cares about that. Nobody's against them, at least not from my standpoint anyway. Do you? Just don't cram it in my face. The real problem, though, with Target, and the real issue I have, is they're marketing this stuff toward kids. And I'll show you some of the sticker books and some of the backpacks and some of the things that they're marketing to kids. Is that problematic? Absolutely. Does that piss you off? It should if you have kids and you're not a psychotic liberal who thinks that this stuff is all right. But I'll put it up on the screen and you tell me what you really think about it. And put them in the comments because I'd like to know. Maybe I'm off base here. maybe I think maybe my thought process is wrong. Tell me what you think. I think it's disgusting. I think it's pitiful, and I think something needs to be done about it. That's just me, though. And I'm not promoting anybody go do anything about it other than, hey, maybe let's not shop there anymore. It's worked for Disney. It's worked for other organizations. So how's Bud Light doing right now? So hey, let's just don't shop there anymore and see how they like it. The vast majority of earned dollars in this nation come from people like me and you. So let's not spend it there. Dick's Sporting Goods took a big hit when they decided they weren't going to sell firearms anymore. They're still reeling from that. I haven't been in that store for 4 or 5 years. So a lot of money wasted out there. But what I'm most excited about are the new training manuals that I've got coming out. The team has got together and we put a series of 5 training manuals based on the essentials of survival. The first one being how to form a mutual assistance group. If you've got a question about how to do that, if you've got a question about how do I get people, how do I meet like-minded people, this manual is for you. This first one's only 60 pages, quick read, and to give you some ideas on how to set this stuff up. Going with the line of survival essentials, second book's going to be on water. How do you collect it? How do you purify it? How do you store it? 30 plus pages, real quick manual. And then we're going to go to food, shelter, and on the security. So those are going to be the basic 5 that we're going to immediately put out. Other ones are going to come: bug out bags, how to choose a bug out location, how to just a number of things, medical, so on and so on and so forth. But the cool thing about these manuals is we're going to put them all in a binder. We'll sell them one at a time. That way it's not a big expense. But if you want to buy the whole binder, a hard copy, so you don't have to worry about having electronic failure or anything like that, that's our mindset behind that. So hopefully you guys will like, subscribe, share, all that nonsense that really works on these YouTube algorithms. You know, like Angry American said. Oh, speaking of Angry American, before we even get into that, now he's slated to write the foreword for the first manual in that survival series group, and then Jax from, well, I'll put her information. I'll put a picture of her up on the thing. Jax, if you've never met Jax, she is a superstar in the survival world. If you need to know how fast a tree grows and what you can use this leaf for, and is this standing water free of parasites, this, that, the other thing. Look, I don't know it all, but Jax does, and she'll be writing a forward on manual number 2. So look for it, and we appreciate all you guys. Thank you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.